the remaining hometown heroes on day one of playoffs, and no matter what happens, it's going to be a banger. But the map, although, talk me through this.
This one's pretty interesting. We're seeing Sentinel start on Sunset, a map that was so strong for them early in this year, dominant in kickoff, dominant in Madrid, but that they've mostly shelved, only showing it once in stage 2, not yet here at Champions either. So I think the big question is, will they go back to that same Breach Gecko comp to kind of set the meta, or do they have something new?
I think it's so interesting coming into playoffs.
Now we get to watch them clash as our opening game of playoffs. They're up here playing in the big leagues. And look at this to set up the pistol round. A 4-player defensive stack coming through to defend B main. They've read this perfectly.
The hard read by Sentinels. Holding their ground as well. It's going to be util used. Pound for pound here. Bar for bar. Almost shots are fired. Aftershock for aftershock. The blind. It was good towards the back of the pillar, but it just can't quite disjoint these players still. DRX. Claim the day here. Claim the round. Opening pistol round in their hand. Just outcomes that I think most people were not anticipating at all heading into champs.
Ten said in an interview earlier today that he hoped a lot of the Gen G fans were going to hop on board with Sen because, you know, you want to lose to the tournament winners. You want to become our fans so that Gen G didn't just get knocked out by a bad team. I don't think there's much chance of a lot of the Pacific fans hopping over towards A, and now just looking to do some economic damage as Flashback holds.
He's going to get overwhelmed though. Sheer amount of utility. Luckily, teammates happy to bail him out. Up and over the shoulder. They know that Zekken is tucked up deep. Yes, they do. Aftershock is committed by Celsius. Just for the kill towards the end here, but it won't be oust. Garnered off the back of it. No real guns either. At least the Bulldog. Celsius keeping it in his hands, but he might just go down anyway. Yes, he will. Easy access over towards B main.
I love that idea though. They're hoping to see if anybody was playing aggressive in B main and catch them with that recon dart.
Just holding, but he might have missed his timing as well. Peeks from the top section of mid. Meanwhile, it's going to come through. Players towards the back of the site as kill trip set up to try and potentially play off. This is just a bit of raw spam in play through the cage. Elsa's pressing the advantage and somehow walks away with the 3. Flashback, sole survivor. A minute left into the round. 5 bullets. Tens is holding for the peak at just the right time. So that's the paranoia.
It looks like Foxy9's setting up to go for this fault line through from tiles.
Yeah, Tass is going to get caught here. I mean, where the hell do you stand? He just evacuates immediately. Doesn't want anything to do with it. Be slowed down. Haunts up and over the top as well. As the wall is going to reveal onto Buzz, but there's no punish in sight yet. A sassy peeks round for that C. Zekken returns, at least with the kill. Going for seconds. It's cheeky, slightly greedy, yet he does get punished in the end with the trade still. He's turned it into that 3 versus 3. Nora theft. Given access and information towards it. Tens, though, lighting up these players. And a quick tap as well through the box. Foxy9 barely on any health at all. Fault line through and out. Sent to supplement. Bullet spam is perfect. Flashback. He's got too much to overcome there. Just cannot do it. Not against the form that Tens is in right now. It's a 3-piece to finish off that round.
Being able to stabilize here.
Drifted bodies away. They still have a lot of players here to receive.
Outlaw.
Yeah, and this is where it thrives. Second shot is going to be missing, but not with the stun. And oh my god! Just putting them into the blender.
I love that selfless play as well from Zekken because it traps the rest of DRX. Too good at that kind of stuff. They're just going to walk in. So you still got to apply a little bit of pressure while not getting caught.
Shot does going to go flying just in case.
They're not even going for the ult.
No. High ground angle. Tens! He's played up here before, and Buzz is all too aware. Stun. Rattles his way forward. Zekken's blinded though, and he will have to give that one up. Can't offer himself up to take the fight into the 1v1. Foxy9 with a plant. No pushback from it, and now he's earned the ult into the post. It's a Nightfall going to be used to try and combine their might, but a Rolling Thunder, pound for pound, to push them back once more, and a flank occurring from behind. Flashback, unaccounted for. Zekken, though, straight back in, and the supplement utility is just perfect, just missing. Foxy9 alive for now in a 1v2. Can't isolate the fight properly. It's Sassy, able to beam him down, Phantom in hand. Keeping that 4. For picks, looks for opportunities out through mid.
If this cam gets broken, John is going to struggle massively to maintain info in this area.
The ult offloaded. Buzz is going to use the overdrive to try and barrel his way in through the side again. We know.
John can't even play off these trips.
To the back now, that's a Hunter's Fury to supplement. Tripped up though, caught up. Buzz deals with it nicely, and have given up full control control towards the back of the site. Sentinels. Open space here, but now they want to try and make this retake happen through the market area. This is going to put the pressure on the Mako. Paranoia and the stun. It's all perfect. Alternating the lanes up. Buzz is going to have to play up into their face with the right click. It's going to be rewarded, but not enough for the second kill. Zelsis, a stave off Foxy9 in through the back of the site, up and over as well. Too many targets to overcome, yet still, Foxy9 does himself another one. But against the weaponry, you got to think. Inevitability, potentially. Shots rattled by flashback. To no avail. Zeken's ace seals up. It needs to be defended as well from the market crunch. DRX have full control of that area of the map. This first shot accuracy. Zeken maintains that composure, doesn't take the shot just from seeing the shoulder. Flashback's still there, but doesn't expect that the player's already out. Bit of misinformation there for him. John Q Seal tucked up into the corner. Might be able to play spoiler. Already Sentinels have dropped 2 players into the mix. DRX coming out with all the answers for it. Still Sassy, he's there. Forced spray down to the operator. That was dropped down into main from Prior.
Here.
The post-plan positioning of DRX. We slow it down into the moment now. Just looks impeccable. Last one. Just Celsius to stand against it, and he's not even able to save that rifle and scurry. With 30 seconds left, they've got no pivot options. Gonna have to overwhelm this A setup. Assassin's got Eddie a stub. Can't quite hit that first shot. Accuracy sees as well as dodge. Duke, but trade inside, at least from TenZ. Now backs himself away, retreating to the safety of the site, and there's holes all over the place here. DRX attempting to make the most of it, but with only a few seconds to remain, it's all just ran out, ran dry. Have to back away, keep these guns into the next, if they even can. But they're being hunted. Zelsis punished though.
That gets Foxy 1 away from Rolling Thunder. At this point, DRX need big ult, putting most of their early pressure, but this time, the side split, and they force out Paranoia early on. This, all a distraction for Mako to slink through, and what a timing he's found.
He slipped straight past, hasn't he? Could deliver the blade to the back. Necessary to open up this A defense, but TenZ is still holding it down himself. Out for the elbow angle, but Zeken punished. Now they know at least that they've lost control of this one. Knives are out, full running away. Mako needs to play for his life. Does he know that Sass is already up onto it, dodging the flash? The IGL doing the most. Standing up to that challenge and the pressure, and even just picking apart the players. Zelsis had no chance. Head on a swivel, had to look in either direction.
They run those fairly often on bind as well on their attack side, though of course we're not going to see that in the series today. But watch out, because Mako and Flashback can be a deadly 1-2 combo on the look.
He's part of the game plan whenever a bit of Rolling Thunder online, or Buzz has the overdrive ready and waiting into his hands. Flashes through as well, sent flying as well, but again it's that open sight, shock darts, at least removing one portion of it, and they know what the second trip is. Buzz knows roughly where it is. He's going to leave it up though. Go for the plant anyway, now retreating into that ever-lovable B main post-plant.
Would be a good time for Sentinels to go for some kind of mid-push.
This is slow from Sen.
It is.
Against the Rolling Thunder, I feel like it could be some worries, but a Nightfall at least gives them peace of mind. They know that nobody's hunkering down onto the side, and with that lurk spotted, flashback down and out. Norofef gives them full information. Rolling Thunder has to be used nice and early here. Paranoia alongside it, sees to the feet. Aftershock into the corner, overdrive, let loose. Zeken trying to get explosive, trying to get electric. John QT trying to play himself in, but he's fallen asleep at the wheel, and a few stray bullets surely needs to end the life of his DRX players. They're all gone in the end, but time, as I said, got a little bit too slow from Sentinels at the beginning of that.
That's a rough one from Sen.
Into the B main angle. That's what they're anticipating. Clears most of the space again.
TenZ not playing market this time. On the backside spot. It's new for him. Can he anchor?
Whoa!
Not a chance!
That's rapid from Buzz. He takes out one of the star players of Sentinels. No worries, no qualms. Up through mid. Flashback's still going to be opting in to try and play that backstab roll and position. Tucks himself to the corner. There's a door in his face, and he can hear plenty of footsteps, plenty of rotations. Now he becomes that insurance policy. Buzz. Angle trains, but he's missed that timing. Still doesn't decide to hold himself up onto it once more. Overdrives here. Just try and get Buzz out of dodge. Smokes up in their faces. It's an unusual position to be playing in, but still with a Rolling Thunder. Aftershock all combined through. Buzz has been unaccounted for, and he's spraying them through. Zelsis half will not save you. That's a 4-piece and a flawless finish to the half. Howler, I should say. Here's the second one. Mako spots it and players, so he needs to give up that space now. Back away, play the rest of his team in, of which they have arrived. And so this might just be Bit of a skirmish and a scramble now, and a scrap here with the util blinded up second. Spamming away, Brain with the ghost in hand. Still returns with a 2! Up from the side, Buzz is definitely dealing out and dishing back that action straight at them. John Tito shuts him down. Gliding round, flashback. Doesn't quite dodge the flash in time, and he has got a lot to do in this spot. 2 to overcome, and it's a little bit too much at that.
Sen respond with a pistol of their own.
Still holding for that util just in case there was a player catching that contact. Tens might be the mark that they were looking for still. He's got that rifle well trained, and the rest of his team in position, taking that space. Any aggression just punished almost immediately.
A nice idea. Buzz got caught by a flash just as he was looking to try to take the fight. And here's the final player on DRX. Caught, taken down. Clean.
Yeah.
All of these punish flashback.
Haven't cleared the cam either. Trip was a little bit too high, but does get broken in the end by that aftershock. And again, free reign over towards the site at second. It's already making sure to lead that one for his team. Very much the spearhead. Paranoia's can be used, gliding its way out to push back some of these players as well, but time has been bought. Plan only just going down. Here's a fault line. Might be that punish in sight, not quite. In through the back though, not anticipating it. Second! It's beaming them all down. Just with that Spectre in hand still, it's evened out. 3 versus 3. Rifles in a few hands as well. Yeah. Tens, pixel angle. Full confidence in his own aim. The Paranoia just missing, sliding straight past Mako with the adjustment. Foxy9 defusing, needs to be spammed down. Few taps to the bullet shot, QT cannot find him. The 1 round just under the nose of John. That's a double face over towards Buzz. He just cannot stand his ground against it. Mako willing to square up, but the aftershock out and away with a Prowler. Now the fault line. You can see the layers of the util is just a little bit too good. And the flash was dodged by second. Not enough, though, to win that fight out. Foxy9 delivers a death blow, at least with a few stray bullets once more. And this is putting an immense amount of pressure in through the back of the site. Dart needs to try and help out these players and push them back once more. Foxy9 with the aftershock. It is good. Sees now through the back once more. Sen trying to find these marks and targets potentially there. It's a rich environment. Sassy creeping, hopping over. It's watched by Bane. Can't win it. Damage done. Pre-fire onto the corner. Immaculate. In the motion, 2v2. Bullets still remaining. Sassy can make a play with it, but opting to back away and go for the reload.
Tens has spike.
Now they're going for the refight. Tens does have the spike. If the Haunt maybe went a little bit deeper, I think they would have gone for this one, but they got to watch every angle just in case. Flashback's lurking. In through behind. Tens now planting in for that backside control. Real uncomfortable post plant for Sentinels. It all comes down to these first shots that they hit, and bullets exchange through the walls. No kills yet, but spraying them down. Skewered in place.
Right. Not necessarily stupid, but just go for the execs. They're not able to hold on. Fall back into some classic B post plants as long as they don't have, massive ults to be able to work with. And that's what Sentinels have gone for. They've already done massive eco damage across their bonus, and now following up in round 16.
Making sure that they can use some of that util. Here's an overdrive offloaded again, but a Rolling Thunder used in kind. There was no tap there onto the spike to force it out early. Then just opted to use that one themselves. Just hearing these.
What?
Oh! What is that? Shock darts rebounding. Foxy9 now defusing, sticking. Needs to be defended, but the bullet spam again. Right in through the smoke, just finding all sorts of targets, but just Bane left alive despite the heroics. And not enough to do it. Be able to get some damage, and it is nice with a 4-piece to finish. But still another round. And at least contain it. Got a crossfire setup, at least they did. It's now just down to Buzz. He's the one who's got to hold this one down. He might be calling for some backup here. Second. Squares up, faces the challenge. Buzz is dropped in that head-to-head.
What an electric entry.
Give me a corpse.
Cage up top. Smoke in the face. John QT is desperately hunting for an ult. That is precarious, but barely escapes of his life. 3 stray bullets, not enough. Not a nightfall. Up and around Bane. Taking a peek, swinging wide, does win it now against Sassy, flashes again, overwhelming out through the back. This is Bane still helping him out. Dart up and over, it's going to be broken in the end. Spraying him down, second. He's a menace right now, he's an absolute menace. But Foxy9 just cannot bring it over the line. The economy's not good for them right now into this round. They want to shore up the A site with bodies. Spraying it might be enough for them, but okay, and that actually is still. Shots rattled from the Sheriff. Able to claim that kill. Tens is out in the open. There's no way he's still alive. And backs himself away. They want nothing to do with it now. Too many signs of life from the DRX players. And they've realized it entirely. Flashback desperately trying to retreat and try and shore up the defense over towards B, but JohnQT's already snuck his way in there.
They already know where all 4 players are. They know that there's nobody on the B site, and John, he has to not over-push this. If he gives it away, it's disastrous for Sen.
Doesn't want to give away the gun here still. In through, it's going to be ults committed. DRX, a Hail Mary is called and asked for, answered by Buzz and Bane. Dynamic as a duo, and a clearer path to success instantaneously.
Tens.
An all here for Tens.
He can pick the spike up.
They're trying to stack it. 3 bodies. Is it going to be
Denial.
Beautiful by DRX.
What a sick play. God, we've been waiting for one of those for so long. 3 bodies surrounding the spike. Tens can do naught but watch this round tick away.
I saw that risk does pay off for DRX, but now Sen, they go full throttle and already catching kills. Reveal up through the back, Foxy9, potentially no long for this world, and yes, ran down with a follow-up damage as Sassy. Running gun, here but Bane does return the fire, turns the kill for the trade, buzzes straight back and through, Tens up and over, drop in, and now it is getting messy. Dark has to be dealt with. It's just in time, they'll reveal onto these players, but still anchoring strong. Bane needs to lock and hold it down. 3-piece, Tens in that 1v2, he knows the drone is coming forward. 2-piece forward, flashback, has his teammates back.
We are fully in the mud already. It's not completely passive from Sentinels yet, but hard to see where they're looking to end unless this is a B split.
It's pings for a smoke out through market, so I think it will be that B split that you were talking about.
But now Sassy...
The trouble is, it's too little util. It just feels like a fake, and I think that DRX noticed when they're still going to be holding it down. 3 players now anchoring over towards the B side. The camera catching that contact, so they know that the players taking up residence out through market and now in through their site. It's all about how they deal with this one. Beautiful stun, that's Buzz, trying to make the most of it, up and through, not expecting the flashback was there, and holding all the angles, smokes, spam through, 1 out. To be challenged here, a lot to be asked of him, but I think with the fault line connecting, he's just going to be using the CPs to get the hell out of there, yep. Damage done, spraying away, it's barely just cutting him up. Enough for him to stay alive here, Rolling Thunder, though it is committed, and this is an abundance of util. Going to be used out here. Very much all in by Sentinels, and they need to come up with the damage and the goods, but already that counter util comes out swinging. DRX with the stun to supplement the defense. These players have not been dealt with. Tens does cut itself up, just cannot land it as well, even when he was trying to control his aim down. With the smokes dissipating, open angles, and the spike in the middle of nowhere. With no weaponry really to speak of here for Sen.
Last player standing.
The round's chalked. DRX have maintained control. And the 4 players that stay alive have got to credit this round win to the one who died. That shot from Mako was out.
Found that footing and more. Money flourishing. They don't have to worry about it for any point now of the regulation of this map. Stuns ricocheting through.
He's under the trip.
Even. Yeah, he's just got straight past that one, but it does just chew up and tag up onto JohnQT. He's going to go down to the kill trip as well as reveals all of them. Down, up and over. Buzz will fall and drop in the end, but Bane is right back at him. Able to help him out with the trade. It's all just gone to pot right now for Sen. Tagged up Tens. Doesn't stand a chance there. TPs to try and at least obfuscate where he might be going, but his tag still in his face. Dodging the flash, but not enough. Crossfires. Set up all about. DRX now. No kills. Adjustment by Buzz with the shot.
Good info, but Buzz picks up a rifle now.
That's the benefit of being rich.
There are many benefits to being rich.
Oh, of course. We won't get into it. Smoked up though, through the face. Buzz is still going to try and be rooted to that spot here, mid-exploration. Needs to be value from this from Sentinels as well. To Crossfighters being held from either side. If Foxy overextends a little bit, no, just looks away. There are gaps to be found, but Sentinels have to be brave enough to just step over it. Instead it's Foxy9, tearing them to pieces. Drops his idol, Zekken was up next, on through the chopping block, and he might have just done enough. 3 left to stand for Sentinels to pull it back from the brink. There's 40 seconds left in the round, which is some time to work with, but again, they don't have the players and not even really the weaponry at it. Walking their way through its contact plays to see if they can get themselves in for the front of the site. Celsius sticking, sees denied, JohnQT though, domes him, and Bane's also dropped in the throws. There's flashback, no long for this world. They're doing it and pulling it back.
DRX cannot afford to lose this situation. This was a 5v3. It's crumbled away from them. Foxy9, the player who managed to get those 2 openers, is now asked alongside Mako, the veteran, to do the most. How do you crack into this B main post?
Aftershock still for Zelsis too. Time pressure is mounting. You can already hear it. The spike is ticking. Foxy9, straight flash, but he needs to get half, and he needs it now.
The stick.
That's the only wink on Foxy9. He's got it at least, but tagged up, stuck up. Mako, spam and sprayed. He will not survive. Overtime. It's almost 3 all day. For Sentinels.
They also thought, though, that Market was the weakness.
Shot done through. Wall up and over. That's a paranoia to help Buzz out as well. He's going to be trying to make this play happen. Stuns, ricocheting. Strong QT can still hold his ground, but he's being swarmed. Not expecting that position. Flashback, rapid onto it, but Buzz has been cleaned up through the back of the site. Tens is no more.
4v3 for DRX. Don't know where Buzz was going, but his team's still at a player advantage. If they get this, Foxy's 1 away from his Rolling Thunder. It's a hard enough retake to pull off anyway, even without the breach ult.
DRX are fully aware. Just have to play their lives. The util is avoided. The TP by Mako is cheeky if he opts in. Fakes it. Tap from Zekken. No full committal. They're scared of the mid flank. Fault line's there. Snap back. An adjustment from Bane with the rifle in hand. Dropping Zelsis. Sassy's got to do so much more now, but already that time, and now the mid lurk. It's what they were anticipating, expecting. They know that nobody's on it. DRX should have done this. Into that 1v1. Circle shrinking. Sassy forced to stick. And flashback. Handed that.
They're getting set up for a B split here from DRX's point of view. Of course, the intention.
Sound made. Mako. Hearing most of this one, even sent the stun flying, a little bit of a precaution there from Foxy9. The trouble with the A side is as well, you have to kind of take it into these 2 waves. DRX, they have the defenders. Final bastion of players as well. They're going to cement themselves to the spot as well, but it's fakes on fakes because guess what? Tens, he didn't give up B main control this entire time.
DRX have heard them leaving, but Buzz, I don't think, fully confirmed that.
Haunt over. Bit of peace of mind here for Sen. They're going to be trying to make their moves now out through Market. Again, it's just fakes on fakes, but I think this is just indecision, hesitancy.
20
rearing his head for Sentinels. You have to make a play in. I mean, DRX are still in position. They're going to be able to put you down, follow through with the rifles in hands as well. It has to be mechanical ability. You're down to 12 seconds. But still these players holding tight, close up, cutting them up, trading on sight. Foxy9, spamming, spraying, praying away. Time has to be stuck in tent. He holds it down. Foxy9 barely alive. In the double digits, but no more, no long. That's 13-13. Opted into that B main control, at least early on. Trying to use the smokes as well to hold and lock this one down out through Market. Here's a battle, and here's a skirmish. Celsius postured and pushed back, at least traded into play. Second, straight damage and bullet, at least through Foxy9. He might have done enough to play Tens. Back in, barrel, betrayed by it. Buzz didn't stand a chance. Gives Tens that perfect time with the reposition out wide. Foxy9 cannot adjust it in time.
Down B.
Down to that 1v2. Heads appearing. Flashback has chances and opportunities, but the C's, no connection. Just out of range. Doubled up. Sen, the rifling surely does it. Winning it. ADS Sassy! Barely there in time. Vinci.
And also claimed an empty site.
Yeah, spam though, sprayed. That's Mako. Back for the short angle. Pure instinct on display there with that kill. Stray bullets and spam, only just connecting now to Sassy, spotting them out. Trips are going to be broken, but planned at least down. And now might be that second wave of things. It's a Prowler stun into the corner. Looking to lay claim to the life of one of these DRX players. But now here comes the util. Flowing through. C's going to be used in kind as well. Pushing them back still. Player disadvantage here for Sen. A lot's going to be asked of them. One way into their face. Sassy stands his ground, stalwart defender, rips them apart now, out through, and Mako just cannot withstand this. Flashback, and Bane drop down low, decayed into the single digits, and Bane will be no more. It's a 15-13 finish to the opening map of this series, and that experience shining through.
What performance, what tenacity from Sen. Even they banned it recently, they got destroyed by Crew. Abyss was the obvious pick here, but it looks like they were scared that Sen had it as a trap. Sen have never shown it. So now we get this clash. And DRX will be hoping that that Neon pick for Zekken doesn't end up doing the same stuff that Kesnit did.
It's a counter with the fault line as well. Attempted to punish that one with the cam being broken. That is the goal, just to try and push back that impact that Zekken might have. Stuns, ricocheting, rebounding. The smoke's already propped up into the faces, but the blinds are still good for it. They're going to try and dominate these smokes, getting into the angle. Shot down to clear all these possibilities. But it comes down to just Mako, 1v2. Difficult scenario. Jumping, spotting. Zelsis, he's hunting for the information to try and set up TenZ. Round, hopping, skipping, looking for the easiest. Fights here, isolated Mako. He's still alive. And Zelsis,
he's gone.
Scurries away. Doesn't want any part of that fight there, not when it just goes all topsy-turvy.
Mako is going on the long flank around as well.
The nature. Zelsis will go down to a couple of stray shots here, and it's all about if he just sets his side onto it, but he reveals his hand early. Smoke, it's dropped down, 21 health. Again, straight bullets. Could just cause it. Defeating the moment for the pistol. Mako would have to be that 3-piece! And it is! To the pure elation of the crowd, it's a pistol round here for DRX.
Less than 2 seconds available. Later into his hands. On this defense side, he's going to get tough for Sen. Very tough.
He's already building up to it with that outlaw. Definitely feel it, but
also quite a lot of respect given too, right? DRX not having anybody that just keeps the pistol into this round. So these are going to be the weapons they keep to the bonus.
Yeah, with that investment. Let's see if he's up over the top here. TenZ has potentially found himself a slight gap, but no, players are just weaving in and out and around him. Will he be able to get away with a gun? Not quite, so Foxy9 puts him in his place.
Sassy going around the world as well.
Uh-oh.
Team Ace.
Drone only just being broken. DRX happy to give this one up actually for the retake. So it's pulled a lot of util out of Sen, anticipating that they could be anchoring.
I like that clear as well. Great stun that Zekken throws out. TenZ teleports up to punish anybody that might be tucked short. They've clearly put some thought into these Neon XX, same as Sunset.
Celsius just sidestepping most of this util, not a paranoia up and over. That's a dash! Committed, a bit confident and overconfident by Buzz himself, still locking down the angles. Zekken will have a hard task, at least with these players, dodging and weaving up and around here, and it does set him up. At least flashback for that kill. Zelsis trying to avoid this one up and around the cage. Just follows the trail loosely. Damaged under these Sen players. He's taken to the C side. Flashback is there, ready. He does have the rifle towards the back, but is it going to be trained well enough? Expecting TenZ, just in time, but is traded. And Zekken's here. Rifle play. He did a reign supreme.
John's picked it up.
So a bit of recycling occurring here with a Rolling Thunder. Again, these DRX players. Bane could not escape. He's not the ire of that one. Buzz is right back into it, trying to take that fight. Plenty of players that are weak, but Mako now is forced to concede up that space and concede the round.
What a thrifty for Sen to be able to pull out. They only had one Vandal to work with, and Zekken made use out of it. Cool macro idea as well, called by John. That fake into B. John had already taken the space in Garage and was ready to break the trip, give that away as late as possible. But they did DRX dirty there, just taking them out one by one, slicing off a single player at a time, and then gathering up the guns as they went to pull off the MasterCard Thrifty.
Quick scurry away into an opposite direction.
No trip over towards Garage here, completely clear. Double kill trip on site.
Just trying to play these players in as well, out through the back of the side as well. Stun, again, ricocheting cages. These are trying to help out the anchoring players. As Flashback is going to try and get himself tucked into the corner. Once more gliding. Pass, Zekken. There's no more, despite the paranoia was quite good. Aftershock now will clear out this player. Flashback. It's a miracle that he even gets the one, but Mako is trying to break their ankles. The unexpected angle. Buzz is right there. Blade Storm. He's slicing and dicing. No kills there, but the damage done surely. Enough TenZ. Quick evacuation with the TP barely out of dodge.
They had 10 HP between them there, the final two players on Sentinels. TenZ with the majority of that, still only on 8.
A massive advantage still here for DRX, like you said. It's on 8 HP. Drone saved for a rainy day. Will clear through most of this one, so TenZ could not play the off angle like he was hoping. Now just holding it. Shallow into the play. It's going to have to be pure, perfect, precision, whatever you want to call it! Buzz is there, instantaneous with the trades.
For a moment, looked like TenZ was posted on the right line, but Buzz is good for it. Takes that kill, takes the defuse.
Difficult. Contact plays by Sen going to be called on the back of it.
Meanwhile, John might try to make a play Garage.
TP for the info. And John did try and make a play, punished. The judge in the hands of Flashback does work out, but Buzz is getting squeezed. But he's isolated one of the fight still, right from behind. Zekken tracking immaculate. He's been putting in the hours. It definitely shows. Zelsis with a plant, nothing to push it back. So it's a 2v3 to get themselves back into this still. Disadvantage for Sentinels. Need picks. You're gonna need them now. Open angles.
No
smokes
spot.
fade.
I don't think they saw Foxy9 in heaven.
Holding for the flank. So Paranoia from DRX sweeping its way through, dropping down, clearing most of the way. This is methodical by DRX. But again, it comes down to these opening kills. Util into their hands. There was a chance and opportunity here in the TP. Mako is covering this angle. Foxy9 diffusing, sticking. It's already half. Has to lay claim to the kill, and he does just that. Beamed all the way through. Has to shot into the corner. Is it enough? Second, he survives the tap. Again, he needs to land it. The shot from Foxy9 at time. Just running away from him.
Seconds just clutched that one up with 2 HP to his name.
I'm out of here.
Early towards the A site.
They're not going to be able to hold on to this though. Bane's already stunned up. Darts and flashes. What a shot. He's holding down the line still. The rifles will make short work of these players. Off onto the flank.
And the hero rifle was flanking the whole time.
Bad trip. Oh, no.
Well, they're giving away at least one of them's back here. He's trying to sound bait to make them forget about Mako. No, don't worry, guys. Really, it was only me, the Cypher. And he can also save this weapon, hoping that someone falls into the lap of Mako. But this is Sen tying things up 4-4. Yeah. DRX have got no chances left in this round.
Might be a good thing for DRX that they just walked into the trip too. Sen might not fix it.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's a couple of different trips that you want to go for. That trip is actually still really good for defaulting over towards C and Garage at the start of the rounds, because it still does block. Like Buzz, if he wants to push up deep onto an angle in A lobby, it'll stop you, you know, getting pressured from behind.
Yeah.
But then we're going for same play.
He's got Foxy9 to at least break the dart. Cammed up though. Hunter's Fury. Here's a play to be made. Rolling Thunder! Shooting ducks! The target practice now for Zekken. He's got plenty more players here just trying to make the work happen. Paranoia to play off for DRX. Foxy9 is inserted. Tucked up close into the corner position again, and a stray bullet spammed back and away. The rifle aim here, but beamed down by Sassy in the end. Wrapped it all away. Sassy! A monstrous finish. And listen, could have gone either way with the way that the economy takes a fall here for DRX. They're going to go for that delayed A lobby fight, but Sen not falling prey to it. Not again. Instead, working away over towards B now, knowing that all that Util was used. Mako to be the potential of that timing. Stray shots rattled. Rolling Vonda committed. This is DRX using ults. Even they're weaker by. Yeah, they're all the way through. Mako though will deliver at least the one and the second. He's made it potentially winnable. Ults being used potentially not in vain. Flash is good. Buzz trying to land his shots and potentially stay safe in through the back of the Cyber Body's just poking out, opening up, gliding through, spraying them all down. Sentinels now. It's full momentum on their side. Get aggressive. Camp to take it. Spots a few players, but surely not long for this world. The dash is there, stunned up. It'll have to be a no-scope to survive! Oh my! Buzz does not quite get out of there, but the damage is done. Painful strike back here to the Sentinel side. They thought that they had all the answers and options for it. Operator retrieve, flashback. Make short work of John QT. Tens is still here, but not for long. Drop down to 30 HP. Jump in with the classic. Drops him back to that space.
If DRX can get round 12, that's an amazing starting point.
Oh my god, that strain. Mako is going to get punished. The Util in his hands was just too late. Overdrive, it's earned and his tempo increased. DRX have been struggling to hold a candle to any of it. Buzz has got to drop players and will do so at that. Chops off their heads and they know where the final few are. Inevitability now rearing through. That is decisive by DRX.
2 slap to the exec. This time looks like they're going to commit, which would be a lot of pressure on Sassy.
Yeah, and he's way out into the open right now. There's really no signs of it. He's going to have to play off to the side. Some timing to be taken, so...
40 seconds now until the next recon, though. And that's a big tool to not have for the retake.
Sassy holding on to the drone, though, waiting for that one. Zelsis, aftershock, down and out, in through the corner. Drone does connect, and tag onto him. It's DRX, Buzz, he tried to play inside, and in front of most of his util, Sen are overwhelming! And that is an onslaught to occur before our eyes, and Mako left to pick up these pieces and do what he can. Straight bullets, damage done, movement hopping around. There's no easy target at all offered. And now it's inevitable. At that, a pistol round here for Sentinels and a 3-piece of 10s to close that.
Even without the recon online, finding value with drone and then...
Open C side, not the DRX are aware of it. They've slowed it to a crawl, very cautious. They just spotted a body there. Celsius has been seen, but can't quite stop the gun into his hands and pulling himself in alongside John QT. Make the retreat for now. DRX is still not really forcing the issue. Buzz is going to try and lock that down. Zekken, one to the dome.
One enemy remaining.
All danger just evaporates at that. Zekken can stick this one with full peace of mind.
What a shot from Zekken. 10 HP on Buzz, but if he hits that one shot, it's just basically... Mako's taking nice space.
Yeah, has announced himself ever so slightly here. Through Garage, no trip to meet them. Bullets raining down, lead on either side. They're going to push back these players as well. If nobody's watching into the smoke, Celsius might make you punish. Still. Yeah, watching it. Flash to play him in. Good adjustment. Reactions by Bane. Just flicks and adjusts in time. Zekken playing himself in. Starts to worry a little bit about the flank timing here, but I think he's heard the footsteps just scurrying away from Flashback. Still a hard retake, nevertheless. 2 Outlaws and a Guardian in the hands of these Sen players. And the post plan from DRX does look good. It's just a smoke to cut up the sight line. Mako makes it that much more difficult to partition here for Sen. Knows the angles, knows the timings, gliding into his face. They do at least do the damage in that regard. Still, it's all being played off site. They know they're off of it. The spike is ticking, 10 sticking, it's a few, I mean, okay, yeah. Just praying that he can maybe get away with that one, but spam and spray it down. John QT could get punished, tries to play off the stun, and well lined up for him. The unexpected play, sometimes the better one. Buzz and Foxy9 dropped. Added a picture. It comes down to contact plays. For DRX, it's the only thing that can bail them out of this.
Shadows traveling.
Look at the passive positions that Sen are holding. Just making sure that DRX don't push even deeper than the sight that they're giving them. Happy to play a retake 5v3. They just don't want to get caught by a lurk.
Ultimate is ready.
And Bane is lurking. It's Ten's job to watch for this.
Trying to play the backstab, flashback.
Cage triggered.
And goes for an attempt of it. Tens though, catches onto Bane. And the options are limited. They know that Flashback was posturing himself onto the angle as well. A flash to play Zekken in, cleaning up these players. Nicely done by Sen.
A big blow landed early for Sen on the defense side. DRX's economy.
Flashback still with his rifle as well. He's inserted himself in through the backside of
This is actually going to be really tough to get back into.
Gonna clear up these players.
No one going through the B side. Everyone trying to go through this one way.
With how disjointed it is, but a one-way fails. Mako stunned off the line. Use pound for pound though, it's slowing these players down. The rifle needs to get value, Zekken! He just beams him down. Mako, Sheriff, wrong target, but he does retreat, at least with the upgrade. Now he's going to try and play himself into this 1v3. Off onto the corner. Rifle spam, not enough. Sentinels now up to 10. The risky play at the beginning of this round as well. No punish in sight for it.
Find the comeback, as they did in map 1.
The form that Zekken's in, leading with 20 kills here. Again, it's not obfuscating the intent to try and fight this one tooth and nail. Deep smoke, locked up in. Seeing if there's a player caught into the corner here. DRX is still looking like they're eager to try and refight this one. The paranoia, but did they expect this one? They don't. Zekken, he cuts it up. He's already got the Hunter's Fury. Supplements well. Foxy9 still maintains his composure. And the rifle aim at least intact to bring down Zekken.
It's good damage, but they have left B open. Flashback taking this timing, finding his way through. Does anyone think?
Footsteps, knives out. Kills need to be claimed. Hopping over. Sassy gives him that easy sideline. Celsius tight to the corner again. He will evade most of this, and it is sloppy by DRX. Despite all the aggression that was being made and played, Celsius. 3K to finish it. Content to give up most of this space here. There's a smoke into the face of Sassy. He's going to spray them down. The Odin play. Chopping them up to pieces. Drone Off and around, rebound with a shock dart. It's all collected kills potentially there. And a rifle aim, immaculate by Zekin, the sidearm. To put that cherry on top, flawless. Willing to let Sassy hold and lock this down with the Odin in play. Very predictable in terms of the sight lines. Does have to be a little bit worried, but Senna going to be trying to play himself back in. Util in his hands. That's a timing that's caught. Buzz, quick to capitalize. Up draft. Up and over now with the dash. And Lat Util, it is perfection. Still the return of the fire. Here from Celsius. Still looking at speed at Thorn in their size. Flash. Through and out. It's good for it, but he can't adjust in time for Mako. Wrapping it around now with 30 seconds remaining. DRX to do get themselves now onto the site, into this plant. Tens. Shoulder peeking. Wins a fight onto flashback.
Bad fight to go for there.
A little bit more winnable now for Tens himself. He's going to try and put that nail in the coffin. Ballsy play. Skips the clearance most of the side as well. He's looking to contact most of the way up through and around, but a knife out. Knife out, back turn, Bane! Strikes him down. That might be Sassy potentially there, but he sends the dart flying back and over. They are getting chewed up entirely here. Hail of lead might be enough. Hunter's Fury seeking to offset this as well. No real connection. The delayed dart up and over the top. Ult, our expended second though, has not been pulled out of this spot. Stuns, they're good for it. And here's the flood defense. Sassy, not removed, unrooted. Players in front of him. Mako is barely alive, but this is it for Sen. Close down the curtain on that one. They are the career killers at this point. Knocking DRX down to the lowest of our playoffs.
A team that can often feel like the protagonists of Valorant's done a heel turn here.
In kind of team, we're backing him up with the util. And listen, sportsmanship on display onto the stage itself as well. Hugs are going to be exchanged, of course. That's the benefit of the playoffs as well. You have that lifeline. DRX can fight back. They can battle back. But they took a hard knock down to the floor with that.
They certainly did. And I had a big question for Sen today. Are you still going to be able to play as well as you